he was in my belly. He had to go through that hell along with me, and it was about, I want to say about 2 weeks, and I swear to God, you guys, I was dying from the inside out. Hey you, it's Evie, or Fibromom. You know how I've been doing the series with different medications for chronic pain? Well, this one's going to be a little different. I want to share a little more of my story and warnings for Tramadol. Hold on, you guys, I need a drink. Hear a bunch of noise. That's Xander upstairs. Supposed to be laying down for a nap. He's got a big boy bed now. Okay, so if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I hope you subscribe and join our Spoonie family. We have all sorts of different kind of videos on here, and there's some playlists. Kind of got it organized a little bit. Okay, so a generic name for Tramadol is Ultram. It's supposed to be considered like a painkiller, but it's a little different. But now, I think the last 2 years is when they decided that they were going to make it as a narcotic. And that's like, I don't know what it is for you, but with narcotics and where I live, it's a little more trouble trying to get your medicine filled. So I'm just going to share. I'm sorry, you guys, my voice, I don't know, I was all good. I jumped on a support group page on Facebook. I guess the first thing I can do is I will share what others have been saying about it on our page. Research and did some reading, because you guys know I'm not a doctor. This is just putting out some warnings and sharing what Spoonies had as far as experience, good and bad. Just because I know what hell it is trying to find that right medicine for you. And everybody is so different. Not just your body, not just your symptoms from fibromyalgia, but usually everyone has different kind of health conditions, different allergies. Everybody is so different. This is what I got so far. I only asked about, I don't know, an hour ago. Daryl says, Tramadol does nothing more than empty my pocketbook. Doesn't do any better than Advil. 50 milligrams, 1 to 2 tablets by mouth every 8 hours is needed. Now, what I felt was kind of funny about that is that 8 hours apart. But that could be because he's on different kind of medicines. But normally, it's like 4 to 6 hours apart. But I'm not a doctor. Wanda says, I was on Tramadol and Norco for years. The combination of the two helped some. Recently, my new doctor changed me to morphine. Extended release. Works better for the pain, but it upsets my stomach. Dee says, I was on Tramadol for a few months, and unfortunately, it did not ease the pain. Very little does help, and I have never been given some of the other higher dose things. However, I have other issues, and I am on a lot of meds, so perhaps that's why. I go to a pulmonary specialist due to my lungs, and he is my primary. Beth says, I use the 24-hour release Tramadol. It works, and you notice symptoms worsen around time you are in need of another dose. Regular Tramadol, take 2 every 4 hours. Helped for a few years, but then you get used to it. Tawanda says, I'm on 50 milligram, and it just makes me sleepy, then groggy for hours after I wake up. Does not help the pain at all. The worst part is I lose time in the day due to after effects. Tawanda, if you're watching, if it helps any, you might be at too much of a high dose too soon, because that's one of the main side effects. If you're too much of a high dosage, it'll make you way too sleepy, and if you're missing part of the day, it sounds like it's pretty bad. So maybe talking with your doctor and lessening it, maybe, who knows, maybe you don't need that large of an amount, which is a good thing. You know. Linda says, did nothing for me. Natalia says, I found out I was allergic to it. Blurry vision, unable to hold a conversation, and delusional. Didn't do much for the pain either. Oh, that's awful. Elise says, I was on it twice, but had bad reactions. They have now labeled me as allergic to it, but it's really supposed to help. Oh, that's awful. I feel so sorry for you Spoonies that are allergic to medicines. Like, if it can't get any more, like you don't already have so little options. Dana says, does nothing to help my pain at all, and if I take more than 1 in 24 hours, I can't sleep. Oh wow, I wonder where that is. Alright you guys, so I have a list of symptoms here, side effects to watch for. Common side effects, especially for higher doses: itchiness, headache, diarrhea, constipated, vomiting, drowsiness, impaired mental abilities, and confusion. Serious would be seizures, serotonin syndrome, life-threatening allergic reactions. Taking too much could actually be fatal. So of course, keep your meds away from your little ones, especially. Don't crush, don't put in liquid and inject. Not going to have to say much, but that sounds like the last video that I had to share. lead to infertility, sexual problems, high risk for addiction. You always follow your script. Watch your drug interactions because there can be some really bad ones, especially if you're already taking things that make you already sleepy, like narcotics. Mixing those together can be worse. Migraine meds like Imitrex, then you are at a higher risk for serotonin syndrome. I got some of this information from the same website I've shared on the other ones, you guys, drugs.com. All that stuff will be in down bar below. Also, risk of slow breathing or nervous system depression. Remember, check with your doctor, you guys, of course. And I know it can be hard to get through your doctor, you can also call your local pharmacist too. That helps me a lot. A lot of people don't know that. Thing I want to tell you guys real quick, you gotta be so careful, so careful. There's no accidental pregnancies, because withdrawals with this stuff is beyond hell. It's really bad. I had to go through it. I don't know if you've seen my pregnancy and fibromyalgia video. I think I might have shared a little bit about that. Or I go in more detail. My doctor decided to cut me off completely. What it was, I needed to get a new script filled, and he decided, just as I found out I was pregnant, he stopped it altogether. Now, I'm not saying go take all these meds while you're pregnant. No. I'm not saying that. But if you're going through withdrawals, your baby is going through withdrawals with you. So Xander, while he was in my belly, he had to go through that hell along with me. And it was about, I want to say about 2 weeks. And I swear to God, you guys, I was dying from the inside out. That's the worst pain, worst hell I've ever been through physically. Now, Tramadol didn't work with me unless I took it with something else, and I think that was gabapentin. When you go through withdrawals, now after the hell I went through with that, I got a hold of my doctor, and after finally talking to him in person, come to find out, he admitted to me, no doctor knows exactly how to taper you off, because everybody is different. But this is it. You cannot just stop. It could lead to seizures. What I'm trying to say here is, don't think these things can't happen to you, because that's what I thought, and they happened to me. Really happened. So you can't stop cold turkey. I guess Tramadol's up there for one of the easiest ones to build an addiction to. It is a controlled substance in the States now, and that's just been the last couple years, I believe. But when you withdraw with it, I would really suggest you to gradually go down, just like you gradually go up. And if you're struggling really bad with that, call your doctor. Call your doctor and tell them that. Talk to his assistants and say, I'm having a really hard time with the withdrawals because already dealing with the chronic pain, and then the withdrawals on top of it, it will drive you insane. I kind of wish I was vlogging by then, so that was something that I could have shared with you guys. As awful as that was, my question to you is, are you taking Tramadol, Ultram, or have you? Let me know all your experiences down below, because other spoonies are going to come in, although you might not know it, but a lot of spoonies read your comments, and you know what it's like going through the whole process of trial and error to find that right medicine. Alright, I'm going to let you go. Thanks a bunch for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. Join the Spoonie family. Because of you guys, our channel is growing. So thank you. Make sure you like it and share these videos. Send out a bunch of hugs your way. I'll talk to you in the next video. Love yous.